Ray tracing is the new cool feature in Minecraft that everyone wants, but you can't get ray tracing on Minecraft Xbox One or PS4. In this video, I'm going to explain why. Ray tracing isn't available on the Xbox One, Xbox One S, or Xbox One X, or the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 4 Pro. But why? This is likely due to performance mainly, because on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, you've got to remember these are both really old consoles. They're both console generations which are no longer the current gen but they're the last gen, and therefore it's not powerful enough to support ray tracing. Some games on the Xbox Series X and Series S does have ray tracing support, however Minecraft will likely not be one of these games, as Minecraft seems to require a lot of GPU power to be able to run ray tracing. I've got a couple of friends who use ray tracing on Windows 10 version of Minecraft, and even they have issues with lag sometimes, and this is running a really powerful PC, whereas on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 and all the other models of this generation, it's really going to be a lot less powerful than a high-end PC. Really, you need a 30 series card to even think about running ray tracing properly on Minecraft for Windows 10, and the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 don't have anywhere near this good of a card because they're so old. But it's not just because of this. Also, the Xbox One X version of Minecraft did try to have shaders. There was a super duper graphics pack which was going to be released for the Xbox One X and also for other versions of Minecraft. There was going to be a downgraded version, but this project got scrapped. Now, we don't really know exactly why. I believe it was something to do with the fact that they wouldn't be able to get consistent performance across all platforms with this shade pack or with the super duper graphics pack. However, if they were going to try and do this ray tracing, they would have surely announced it for the older generation consoles by now. I know some games do have ray tracing on the Xbox and on the PlayStation 4. However, this ray tracing doesn't seem very good, and from my knowledge, it requires quite a lot of hardware to do this, and therefore you don't have the best performance. You get a performance hit if you decide to turn on ray tracing, and there's only a couple of games, if even more than one, that do support ray tracing on the old generation of consoles. So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to turn on the ray tracing button and be able to use ray tracing on the old gen consoles. However, can you use ray tracing on the Xbox Series X, Series S, and the PlayStation 5? It's also not released on these platforms yet either. However, these consoles will be able to handle it most likely, at least in some form. Therefore, it could also come to the older gen consoles too, just in a little bit of a worse state, but in my opinion, it's not really worth them doing it because performance is more important than ray tracing for the older gen consoles, and in my opinion, they should just leave the ray tracing to the Xbox Series X, Series S, and also the PlayStation 5. Even though that means a lot of people won't be able to use ray tracing, it's already a premium feature on the Windows 10 version, with not many people being able to use it because it requires a good GPU, and therefore it's not something they should really try and port over to old versions of Minecraft if the consoles aren't capable or unable to handle the ray tracing, as it does require a lot of power to be able to ray trace, and even more power to be able to do it well. Let me know in the comment section down below, do you think ray tracing will come to Minecraft, Xbox One and PS4? What about PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X? Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.